Hello everyone. Today class number 17 for electrical machine 2. Okay. So today's topic is the numerical regarding torque, okay, of three-phase induction motor. So put the first problem number 1. A three-phase 400/200 volt, a three-phase 400/200 volt star connected or YY connected wound rotor induction motor has 0.06 ohm rotor resistance and 0.3 ohm standstill reactance per phase. Okay, find the additional resistance required in the motor circuit. Find the additional resistance required in the rotor circuit to make the starting torque equal to the maximum torque of the motor. To make the starting torque equal to the maximum torque of the motor. Okay, so additional resistance you have to require to make the torque, starting torque will be maximum. Okay, so what will be the formula? So what is the relation of starting torque to the maximum torque? Starting torque to the maximum torque. So what is the starting torque? Your starting torque will be K E2 square R2 divided by R2 square plus X2 square, right? And the maximum torque, the formula for the maximum torque will be K E2 square by 2X2, right? So K will be cancelled out, E2 square will be cancelled out, 2R2X2 divided by R2 square plus X2 square. Now divided this by X2 square, that will be equals to R2 by X2's whole square plus 1, right? So 2 into this one is called Sn by Sn square plus 1. Okay, so this is the relation of TST by Tmax. Okay, it is well known formula, you have to remind it. Okay, so now here Sn we have to first find. Sm equals to R2 by X2. Sm means what? The slip for maximum torque findings. So R2 equals to, see, for this numerical you have to perform that, you have to put this R2 equals to nothing but whatever the R2 in previous case plus external resistance which should be connected in rotor resistance. So what is the additional resistance required to rotor circuit? So let us consider this Rext is the additional circuit. We have to find, we have to add to make this starting torque will be equal to maximum torque. Okay, so R2, whatever the resistance in previous case, I am considering it is R2 dash plus Rext by X2, right? So R2 equals to rotor resistance 0.06 per phase, that is 0.06 plus Rext you have to find divided by X2. What is the value of X2? X2 equals to your what is the X2? 0.3, right? So this is your Sm. Now to starting torque equal to the maximum torque, that will be, for this case, TST equals to Tmax. It is the required one. So therefore, by putting this relation over here, so 1 equals to 2 into 0.06 plus Rext by 0.3 divided by 0.06 by 0.03 plus Rext whole square plus 1, right? So just change the sides first, that is 0.06 by 0.3, that will be equals to 6 by 100 by 3 by 100, 3 by 10. So 6 by 100 plus Rext by 3 by 10 whole square plus 1, which will be equals to 2 into 6 by 100 plus Rext by 3 by 10. So by solving it, you can get, so Rext equals to, you can please verify by yourself, Rext should be equals to 0.24 ohm per phase, that is 0.24 ohm, and as the values are given in per phase concept, so the result will be in per phase, that is in each phase you have to connect 0.24 ohm resistance. Okay, in each phase you have to connect 0.24 ohm resistance. So this type of question is frequently come. And now I am moving into the problem number 2. Three-phase 50 Hz 8-pole induction motor has full load slip of 2%. The motor resistance and standstill rotor resistance motor resistance and standstill rotor resistance. Okay, it is rotor resistance and standstill rotor reactance are 0.001 ohm and 0.005 ohm respectively. Okay, find the ratio of the maximum to full load torque. Find the ratio of maximum to full load torque and the speed at which the maximum torque occurs, and the speed at which maximum torque is occurred. Okay, so let's do it. So you have to find the full load torque T of FL by T of max, right? T of FL by T of max. So what will be your formula? So your formula will be, so T of FL equals to what? T of FL equals to K into E2 square S of FL into R2 divided by R2 square plus S of FL square into X2 square, right? Divided by, so one term, second term, third term, fourth term. Never be confused, okay? So I am segregating it. Okay, so divided by maximum torque means K E2 square into S M divided by 2R2, right? So K will be cancelled out, E2 square will be cancelled out. So 2R2 square S of FL, 2R2 square by S of FL divided by R2 square plus S of FL whole square X2 square and multiplied by SM. Okay, so now divided it by X2 square. Now 2R2 square by X2 square into S of FL divided by R2 square by X2 square plus S of FL square into 1, that will be X2 square will be cancelled out, right, into SM. See, so from this relation, this is nothing but the SM square, because we know SM equals to R2 by X2, right? So by calculating you can directly write, so SM square will be here, so SM square, 1 SM square, 1 SM will be cancelled out, 2 SM SFL by SM square plus SFL square. Okay, so this is your TFL by T max. Okay, so now you have to first find the ratio. So you have to find this ratio. Okay, so this formula you can remember, okay, directly, or you can find by this way. So better to find this, okay, first. So when this type of question is being asked, then first better to find this relation and use it now. Okay, so your answer will be, so now calculate SM equals to, the result is R2 by X2. So R2 equals to what? This is your rotor resistance and this is your X2, right? So that is 0.001 by 0.005. So 1 by 5, right? SM equals to 1 by 5. And then full load slip is 2%. That is S of FL is given 2%. That is 2 by 100. That will be 1 by 50, right? So just put it. You can directly find the answer. So T of FL by T of max, which will be equals to 2 into 1 by 5 into 1 by 50 divided by 1 by 5 whole square plus 1 by 50 whole square. So whatever the result is coming will be your answer. Okay, so answer is coming after calculation 252.5. Okay, so this is your ratio. So that is the full load torque to the maximum torque will be the ratio 252.5. Now you have to find the speed at which the maximum torque achieves. The speed at which the maximum torque achieves. The for slip equals to, so for maximum slip torque SM equals to 1 by 5, right? Already I have been find. So therefore NR equals to, you should be calculated by using this SM. So SM equals to NR, NS minus NR by NS into 100, right? Or no need to write put 100 because it is in 1 by 5, that is per unit value. So NS equals to what? NS you have to find. So 3 phase 50 Hz 8 pole, right? And it is so NS equals to 120 Fs by P. Actually the in here 50 Hz is given, right? So 120 Fs by P. P means 8 pole. So Ns equals to by calculating 4 by 4 it will be 2, so 15. So 750, right? 750 RPM. So 750 minus Nr by 750, right? So 750 by 5, that will be equals to 150, equals to 750 minus Nr. So Nr equals to 750 minus 150, that will be equals to 600 RPM, right? 600 RPM. So just find this Ns and put over here, and Sm is given. You can easily get this Nr of 600 RPM. Okay. So this is your problem number 2. So now I am moving into problem number 3. Okay, problem number 3. A 50 Hz 8 pole induction motor has full load slip of 4%, right? Full load slip is given by 4%. The rotor resistance per phase, the rotor resistance per phase equals to, is given by 0.01 ohm, 0.01 ohm, okay? And the rotor reactance, the rotor reactance per phase 0.1 ohm in standstill condition. In standstill condition, okay? So always remember this rotor reactance should be given in standstill condition, okay? Then you can easily put this x2, this, okay? This is your R2, this is your x2, okay? So now find the ratio of the maximum to full load torque. Find the ratio of maximum to full load torque. Already I have used this relation, right? I have already been used this relation. Okay, so now again I am writing, so T max or TFL by T max, right? TFL by T max. But in your question, maximum to full load, so you have to find the T max by TFL, okay? So your directly I am writing here S of FL square plus S of M square by 2 into S of FL into S of M, right? So S of FL equals to S of FL, full load slip. So full load slip is given directly, right? 4%. So 0.04, right? I am using the per unit value. So always try to use the per unit value. And Sm equals to, Sm you have to find. Sm equals to nothing but your R2 by X2, this ratio. And R2 equals to 0.01 and X2 equals to 0.1. So 1 by 100 by 1 by 10. That will be 1 by 10, right? So 10 by 100, that will be 1 by 10, yes. So Sm equals to 1 by 10 the square divided by 2 into 0.04 into 1 by 10. So you can calculate it. So after calculating you get 1.45, okay? So 1.45. Now, if this question is already been asked that find the ratio of maximum to full load torque ratio and also calculate, right, add some extra question, also calculate the speed at which maximum torque achieves, the speed at which the maximum torque achieves. That is, you can use now Sm. Okay, Sm equals to ns minus nr by ns into 100, right? So no need to put 100 over here because Sm equals to is given in per unit value 1 by 10, and ns equals to, you should calculate ns first, 120 fs by p, right? So it will be equals to how much? That will be 15. That will be 750 rpm, right? 750 rpm. So 750 minus nr by 750. So from here you can calculate 750 by 10, that will be 75, equals to 750 minus nr. So nr equals to 750 minus 75, that will be 675 rpm. Okay, so nr equals to 675 rpm. Okay, so try to solve this type of numericals, and in your reference book there are lots of numericals are there regarding this sleep as well as torque, which are already been taught over here. So please try to solve it by yourself, and if you have any doubt then feel free to ask me in next class. And today's class up to this much, waiting for the next day, class number 18. Okay, so thank you.